Remember Noctil? I used to work in AWS. I told you there was one data center. There's a company like Noctil company. Basically, it's a ODC, offshore development center, where it doesn't have any it has internet. But what we do is for every browser level, and this forward proxy will be configured on the client side. That means on the browser level. Where? Browser level. Actually, in that ODC, internet is off. Internet is off. In the ODCs, we will not be having any internet. We don't get internets. It's a security issues. But what we do is we have set up a proxy in our data center where that proxy is getting connected to internet. But that proxy need to be configured where if any user want to access internet in his browser, generally browser will talk to our servers. But before talking to the servers, what we do is in our company, in the user's browser, I don't remember that exactly where exactly. In the browser, if you go to settings somewhere, so in these settings, we have a proxy server. So you need to mention the server IP address of the proxy server. So whenever the client hits Google, it will not go to our normal server. It will go to proxy server. It is redirecting. So this is configured on what side? On the client side. Now tell me, do we need this forward proxy? Remember, whenever I say not required, it is good for your health. I told you that, right? Sorry, yesterday, sorry, I didn't consider much because we were doing a lot of things yesterday, right? So online, I don't remember who asked, but is this clear, Nana? About forward proxy? Online? Nice. Okay, fine. So what I did is I just gave, I know yesterday I didn't took this, but I just give little bit difference between what? Forward proxy and then reverse proxy. I don't want to store this one in my mind, forward proxy. Correct, Dinesh. Because just to divert the internet, we used to use what? Forward proxy. We used to do this. Right. In the offshore data center, we don't have internet access. But some employees, what they do is, those who are very close to me, they'll ask, hey, what is proxy server IP address? Because that proxy server is handled by me, right? What he do, I'll give the IP address. What he do? He configure that in the browser and then he can start accessing the internet. It is diverting. So that is a forward proxy. Okay, let's not. So it is used for most lines. Reverse proxy meaning improves balancing. So forward proxy will be where between the client and internet. Yes or no? Between the client and internet. This one between the internet and server. Once you cross the internet, then it will reach the server. On the server side, we have the reverse proxy. Client side, what we have? Forward proxy. So the client is aware of proxy or not? Which one? Forward or reverse? Forward. Client is aware about the proxy or not? That's why he's putting in the browser the IP address. But proxy customer, does the reverse proxy known by the customer? Customer somewhere who is somewhere, he type boom.com. How does he know it is going to reverse proxy? He doesn't know, right? For that reason, the server is not aware of the proxy here, the customer basically. So the client must configure to use this proxy. Which one? Forward proxy. But here, server must be configured to use the proxy. Yesterday we have configured reverse proxy, no? Similar way. So here, the best example for forward proxy is, here we have Squid, say that? Squid proxy and Tor, we have it. We used to use Squid. So here we have Nginx, Apache, HA proxy. So Nginx, Apache, we already know. We already used two here. HA proxy is not required, but if you want, it is similar like Apache only. One more HA proxy. Got additional information? You should not forget this. Okay, forward proxy, reverse proxy. Good. Now, today I thought to start Git. I thought to start Git, but starting today Git, taking the vacation, again I need to start Git. People will say, sir, vacation, sir, we all game gone, sir, everything. So for that reason, what we do is today we'll have a very short session, very short session. In this session, what we do is let's do a little bit interesting. Okay. So the thing here is assume that we have two EC2 instances. How many? It can be two or how many ever you want. Let's go with what? Two. That to which one here? Amazon Linux 2. Which one I'm using? Red Hat we have used many times. Yeah. Red Hat we have. I was also bored using Red Hat. Right. Let's now use which one? Amazon Linux. There is no difference basically, right? ఎందుకు తొందర ఎందుకు? If I say this, people will shut down the laptop and only if I announce about the holidays. Right? Yeah. No, no, Karthik expected today Git. That's why. Okay. Okay, sir, when is holidays? See. Okay, let us take that. So the holidays, did I already told you about holidays yesterday? No, huh? Yes. Okay. Holiday, the actually general declared holiday is 13, 14, 15, 16 also. How many days? 4 days. Actually, I thought to keep class on 16. Looks like 15th is Kanuma festival. And most of the people, parents, they will not make them travel. That's what I heard. Huh? That too non-veg day. Yes, a non-veg day. So you people might be busy. You cannot travel on 15th for sure. Right? So for that reason, based thinking about you, I took a decision to give holiday also on 16th. Otherwise, I am ready to take all these days because I'm not traveling anywhere. So for that reason, you have seen. So, and also tomorrow is also holiday for you. Okay. So tomorrow is also holiday for you. So because I thought to take the class in the morning times for you, but your morning slot, what I have the availability is at 12 o'clock. Right? I have 9 to 10:31 class, and this 5:30 evening class will come at 10:30, and that will be till 12. And I need to ask you to come at 12, 12 to 1:30. And that too, tomorrow, if I start Git, that will be only little bit. And I know what you do on Kanuma. I know what you do on Kanuma day, right? So next day you will come and say, sir, please repeat. So for that reason, so tomorrow is also declared for you. Okay. So come freshly on Friday on 17th and freshly we'll start what? Git. Okay. You know, right? I don't like to put holidays at all. In your batch, I didn't input, they give one, people say, Rakshas is cruel man. But here, you need to learn nicely here within the time period and then you should search for the jobs. Let's not put more time here, spending time here, right? Yeah. Okay, online. So the next session is on 17th, exactly next Friday. Okay. Okay, ma. Everyone online? Yeah, long but good. But yeah, Harish, it is also giving only these holidays. For us, there is no holidays for entire year. Only these holidays, 3 days, 4 days holidays. Okay, everyone clear? Okay, then let's move on to the topic. So let's have a short here. As I said, actually this was about to cover yesterday only, but I just dragged it today. So assume that we have two EC2 instances. How many? Two. So, and that too, this one is Amazon Linux EC2, and this one is also Amazon Linux EC2. Very good, Siddharth. I know. But will you be missing me these days? Yes or no? Huh? Online? Yeah, of course, me too. Yeah. So Amazon Linux 2. So this is Amazon Linux 2, and this is also here Amazon Linux 2. So generally, yeah, generally, if we want to connect from this machine to this machine, how do we connect? Anna? We connect using SSH. Remember? Remember? In our VPC topic, we connected to the jump server. From jump server, we have done SSH to private server. Yes or no? So that meaning from one. Sir, I'm traveling to Hyderabad today, NIT to meet you tomorrow. Oh no, Param. So I will not be here in Naresh IT. Please, if you are just traveling only to meet me, don't please. Okay, Param. Okay, please. Okay, don't. So thank you for that gesture, but please don't travel because only for me. Okay. Okay. Okay, Nana. So if you, oh, I'm traveling in train. I attend the class only. Rajesh is traveling in train. He's also attending the online class. Very good. I know. I know. I know how much interested you are. That's the reason why I'm putting more efforts and giving you more and more topics. Right? Good. Okay, fine. Not now, Dinesh. Yeah. Currently, HTTP server loaded. Okay. So there is one error here. Linga Reddy has mentioned. It clearly says, what is this? Inactive. What is that? Inactive. That meaning here, what? So you need to start the service. Simple as that. And you should not log in as root. You should log in as EC2-user and sudo. Asking root password. Huh? No, you should not do that. You should not log in as root unless you set the password. How to set the root password, you will get to know now. But did we switch it to, did we set up any password for the root till now? No. What you need to do, just sudo -s. So do all the activities Linga ready using root, not EC2-user. You log in as EC2-user, but first, what is the landing command? Sudo -yes. First you do this and start all the practice. You will get it. Linga ready. Okay. Okay, now let's move on here. So this is server 1. What is this here? This is server 1 and this is what? Server 2. Generally, if you want to connect from one server to another server, what we do? We use SSH and we use login credentials and then we'll connect. Yes or no? We use PEM file to connect. Yes or no? But without credentials, I want to connect from one server to another server. Don't say roles. Roles will not come picture here, right? Come to me. So here, how to connect? Granting access to the server without password. How to connect to EC2 instance without password? Let's do. And I will show you today something new also in the mobile extem, but that is called multi-execution commands. So I'll also show you that. So for that, first of all, what we need to do? We need to launch two Amazon Linux to EC2 instances. Should we go and launch? Let's go. So launch. So I call it as here server 1. Which one here? Server 1. Which one? Amazon Linux 2. Which one here? Let's select Amazon Linux 2. T2 micro and go with 730. Edit it. Default VPC. Which one? 1A. Enable security groups. Default. And then how many machines? 2 machines will launch. Launch instance. Can you tell me what is the command to set the host name. What is the command to see the name of the server? Host name. Host name. What is that? Host name. Who am I is used to see who has logged in. Right? So I'm asking here, what is the command to see the name of the machine? What is that? Host name. And it is giving some IP dash blah blah 172 compute dot internal dot something. I don't want this big one. I want to say as server one. So can we change the host name? What's the command to change the host name? Which one? Host name CTL, set hyphen host name, and then give name the name of the server, right? So here what we do is, here we will set the server name as server one, and here we'll set the server name as server two. So I need to connect from server one to server two without password. That is a task. So here I want to, we are using internet to run the Linux commands. Is it free internet? I hope it will come, right? Dinesh is asking one thing here. I have wondered, we are using internet to run the Linux commands. Yes. So whatever that you have running inside the EC2 instance, you are just running the commands. Are you downloading anything? So Linux commands doesn't require internet. If you have operating system already on the machine, you can run all the commands. But if you are using wget and downloading some zip files and then accessing something from internet, then only you will get the bill, Dinesh. Okay. So all the Linux commands are free for you. Okay. So should we go and connect to the server one, Nana? Let's connect. So which one? Open, mobile extern, go here, SSH, put it here, specify username, EC2 hyphen user. Advanced, and here, and which one here? PEM file. Accept. So we need to connect the same thing for the server 2 also, SSH. So here, connect to the server 2. You can make this as you can manage the credentials here itself. Next time you can here you can create your own username and password, guys. So no need to give all the time EC2 minus user. So EC2 user SSH, use private key. Which one here? Okay, accept. Okay, so I have two things here. Okay, Nana, online. So what I did here, I have launched two EC2 instances. Now what I do on both the machines, first let me explain the commands and then we'll run it. Okay, see here. The goal of this task is granting access to the servers without a password. So sitting from here, generally what is the SSH command that we used to do? SSH-I, we'll put the PEM file and then EC2 minus user at the rate IP address will give. Yes or no? With that PEM file is for authentication purpose or not? But here, if I do SSH EC2 minus use EC2 hyphen user at the rate this IP address, directly you should log in without password or without PEM file. That is a task. And this task will be really useful when we are learning Ansible. Say that when we are learning Ansible. Ansible is for what purpose? Configuration purpose. So in Ansible, we have something called master servers and then slave servers. Assume for now. So master meaning here main server or not. So can we have multiple slave machines? So this, whenever you run anything here, let's say I told you in Ansible, what we create? Playbooks. Say that. What we create in Ansible? Online, put it in the chat. What we create in playbooks? What we create in Ansible? Playbooks. So here you create the playbooks here in master server and tell, hey, master server, run these playbooks on all the slave machines. Does the master server has, so in order to master server to connect to these slave machines, he need to have credentials. Is it good to have credentials for masters? So master should have automatically, he should log into all slave machines with password or without password? Without password. Then only we can run all these playbooks. So instead of teaching there this concept in Ansible, I'm teaching you here in the Linux so that multiple times you can practice it now itself. Okay. So for that, what we need to do is we need to set the host names. We need to set the host names. What is the host name of this machine here at the moment? Okay, now how many terminals that you have here? How many machines have connected? Two machines. So if you want to go to two machines, you need to select this tab once and second tab. First tab, second tab. First tab, second tab. So all the commands you need to run two times. All the commands you need to run two times. What I need to, I need to set the user, I need to set the host name as server one here, and I need to set the host name as here server two. And also I need to run sudo -i on both the machines. And I need to set the password of root. What's that? Root password. What is the command to give the password? Password and then username. Yesterday we created username, user add Riaz, and then password Riaz we have given. So here root password is not there. We need to set the root password of the machine. What's the command to set the password? Password and then root. And I need to execute this on the both the machines or not? I need to execute on the both the machines. I need to execute, and I'll give my favorite password, root 12345 6, and then we need to edit this sshd-config, and these two things we need to change. We need to enable permit root login as yes, and the password authentication we need to modify this. Which file na sssd-config file we need to modify and change these two parameters inside it, and this need to be done on both the servers. And I need to restart SSH. I need to check the status. All these commands I need to do on both the machines. All these commands I need to do in the both the machines. So how many times I need to run these commands? 2 times. How many times I need to run the commands online? 2 times. Instead of doing this 2 times, I can do it only 1 time using a concept called multi-exec. Say that. So this is the beauty of MobiXterm, whereas in Putty we cannot do it. So here what we can do, click on here, multi-exec. Do you see here? Multi-exit. If you click on multi-exit, do you see 2 terminals got over? Not only 2. If you want 4 also, 4 machines will come here. On all 4 machines, you can run the parallel commands at a time. Beauty, no? It will save a lot of time. So I'm using this command. Super Putty, yes, you can use it. Okay, now see here. So whatever the commands that I'm running, it will run on the both the machines or not? Okay, now I have a lot of shit here. What's the command to clear? See, when I'm writing, it is writing on the both the terminals or not? Clear. Tell me one command, I'll execute. Okay, let's do ls or ls minus ltr. Do you see? Right? What is it here? Host name. See, what is the host name now? Yes, Chandakumar. It can be used MobiXterm. So the host name is this blah 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 blah. Is it good to see these host names? No. What we need to set our own host names or not? What's the command? Host name ctl set hyphen host name and then server 1. What's that here? Server 1. But is it good to give server 1 on both? So what I need to do, I don't want this command to work on the second machine. Do you see in the bottom exclude? Here. Do you see bottom? Do you see my cursor? Exclude. If you click it, the command will not run. It will run only here. I enter. Do you see? What is that? First, what we need to do? What is our welcome command? So is that permissions? So it says here you cannot set the property because we need to set the sudo minus. Yes. Okay. I'll remove this. Now what I do here, okay, so clear. Let's, so what is our, that's why whenever you go, let's use greet the machines with sudo minus yes. Let's greet it sudo hyphen yes. Okay. Now let's run the command again. Hmm. Host name ctl set hyphen hostname server 1. So here exclude. Here I'll run. Here what I say, uncheck this and call it as server 2, and you need to exclude this and then run this. And now exclude both. And now what do you want me to, now I want to see that. What is the command? Host name. What's that? Host name. Do you see? That is server 1 and this is server 2. Now if you want to see, we need to put sudo hyphen I. Say that. If you put sudo hyphen I, now I can see the server 1 and this is server 2. Clear this one? Using mobile extern, multi-exec online. Clear, Nana? Good. So now after setting up the host name, first we need to set the password of which one? Root. What's the command to set the password of the root? PASSWD and then what? Root. See, on the both machines is working. Enter. Now it is asking the password. What's the password? Root 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Enter again. Root 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On both it successfully changed. Okay, Nana, successfully changed. Now I need to, Nana, what is the protocol that you use to connect from one Linux to another Linux machine? SSH. So if you want to use, we need to generate. So we have something called SSH configs are there. So you need to go inside this CD. Say it with me. etc. Which one? SSH. What here? SSHD underscore underscore only, no? Started directly. Let's go slowly. So etc. SSH. Hmm. Yes, yes, only, no? Hmm. Is this a directory or file? Okay, what is the mistake here done? We have done. Tell me. Very good. So here, what is the mistake? See, guys, whenever this is a very common mistakes people will do. They'll try to do something and it will not work. And what they do? Amma, error. Sorry, it is not working. So what you need to do? What it says here, it's clearly said it's not a directory. So what we have is we have a habit of whenever we get an error, we don't see that error. The only feeling that we have here is we got an error, it's not working. So it clearly says, Babu, SSH d underscore config is not a directory. So what is the command that we should use now here? VI. Which one? VI. So we need to edit the file or not? So okay, now tell me here, what's the command? Should I clear it now? Tell me. I already inside this SSH. Now I do VI. Which one? SSHD underscore config. Enter. So inside this, we have here two things. So we need to go to line number 38. What is the command to go to line number 38? Escape colon here put 38. Do you see where is that cursor? Here. Okay. So here it is commented or not commented? Commented. What we need to do? Uncomment. So I need to press I and then delete that hash. And also we need to go for line number 61. Do you see here? 38. So I need to go for escape and line number, which one, Nana? 61. So password authentication, what I need to put? I need to remove that. And if you want to know, do you see this? Here is the line number, column number, line number. So I need to save. How to save? Colon WQ exclamatory. So we have done this too. Password root, permit root login, yes, and password authentication, yes. Online clear, Nana. And then as we have modified this SSH, what we need to do? We need to restart the service. What's the command to restart? systemctl restart SSH D. And if you want to see the status, what's the command? You just need to put a status SSH D. It's a running state, active on both. Okay. And see the IP address. You need to, what is the command to see the IP address? Hostname minus I. Now these two EC2 instances will be connected with each other using what? Public IP or private IP? You need to go with what? Private IP. Okay, now, so whatever that we have did on the both the machines are done. Now what I'm doing? I'm exit the multi-execution mode. Click on into, exit it. Now I'm back to which one? Server, which one? Server one. Now from where to where you need to do the login? Server one to server two. Online, put it in the chat, Nana, where? Server one to server two. For this, what we need to do is we need to generate the keys. What we need to generate the keys. It just like similarly, let's say I want to go to Karthik's house. Let me put in easiest way. I want to go to Karthik's house. Do you have the keys with me? Do you have keys? Can I go to his house? Assume that Karthik's house is server and so can I go to Karthik's house? No. What I need to have? Keys. So whatever the key that you have, I need to have the same key with me. If I have the same keys, can I go inside it without your approval also? That is passwordless login. That is the passwordless login concept. Okay. So for that, we need to generate the keys or not? So what is the command to generate the keys here? So let's go to root first. What's the command here? SSH key gen. Say that. Online, put it in chat, Nana. SSH what? Key gen. Enter. And it is asking here what? Blah blah blah. You just enter. Yeah, correct. Enter. Don't give anything there. So the fingerprint will be generated. So basically keys will be created. So where are these keys created? If you do ls, we have so many things, right? So inside this, we have a hidden directory. Can you tell me hidden directories will be starting with what? Dot. Listing is minus a. Listed with here. So here we need to go to what? cd dot ssh. There is no directory here. So here, where do we have this directory? Venana. Where is here? Okay, we are in this is. And then, oh, it should create it here only, no? So we are in the root. We should go into root, no? Okay. Are we in the root? Okay. Yes. So cd. So I understand. See here. The meaning, what here the mistake that we have done is, see, I go back here to cd slash where mistakes, if it comes, you should be happy. If error comes, you should be happy. Remember this, because you'll be learning things. Now, where are we now? Root. So root slash is actually slash is starting the file system. Inside this slash also what we have a root directory. Where is that? So inside that root directory, .ssh directory is there. So what I need to do I need to check it here or I need to go to root? So go to cd where root. Okay. And then here, if you do ls, are there any files? No. If I want to see the hidden files, then ls minus ar. Do you see this .ssh? This bloody guy is here inside what? Root. So go inside the cd dot ssh. If you do ls, do you see these here files? So we have here id rsa private file and id rsa which one? Public file. So what you need to do is simply you're copying the file from this server to another server, exchanging the keys. So what is the command to exchange the keys here? SSH hyphen copy ID root at the rate which IP address? Server to IP address. Private IP or public IP? Private IP. Can you tell me the command here, everyone? What's the command? SSH hyphen copy hyphen ID with what user? We have already set the password, no? Root user password. That's why we are logging with the root. Root at the rate which one? IP address. Whose IP address? Server 2. Server 2. Which IP address? Private IP address. Paste. What are we doing Nana here? We are copying the keys to server 2. Enter. Say yes. And it is asking for what? Password. What's the password? Root 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Enter. And what it is saying? Number of keys added. How many? 1. So the keys has been added there or not? The keys has been added there. So now Karthik has given me a key now. Now we both have the same keys. Now can I enter in your house without key, without your permission? Okay. So here now, if I want to enter without your permission, what I need to do? Simply what I need to do? SSH with that. Now see, I'm clearing it. Now my key is copied into the server too. So what I do now simply SSH username at the rate what? Which one? IP address. So let's take the IP address. Server to private IP. Now, generally, whenever you are doing SS to any machine, it will ask for the password or not. Now, will it ask for the password? Now we are in which server here? Server 1. Now, if I do enter, where I am now? Did I ask for the password? No. Right? Understood? Right? No, not required. Your wish. Your wish. Because when you're copying because by default root doesn't have the password. You can set your own password. When you are pushing the key, it will ask the password. You need to give that password. It doesn't matter. Need to have the same password on the both the machine. It doesn't matter. Which one? You are authenticate to the second one, right? Second one password. Server 2 password. Right? So this is how in real time we'll be doing it. So guys, in real time, whatever we used to do it as a Linux admins way back 15 years back. So I showed you the same thing here where I was doing before, right? So this is really helpful to set up Ansible master and slave concept strategies, because Ansible master server required to log into all the slave machines without password and run the playbooks over there. Let's say, for example, I want to install Tomcat. Will you install the Tomcat on all the machines manually? No, right? I have 10 slave machines, Nana. Will you install it? No. What is the tool that we use? Ansible. So Ansible has master server, and then all the machines are slave servers. What we do is here now. So we'll write a playbook which contains the Tomcat information, and we'll run that in master. And master has the information about all slave IP addresses. And we need to do this activity first with the slave. Passwordless login activity need to be done with the slave. Then only master will not ask, slave will not ask for the password because master key is there inside the slave. That's the reason master in the Ansible master server, when you write a playbook, that playbook will be executed directly into all the slave machines and Tomcat will be installed automatically. So to do that concept there, you need to practice from now itself. That's the reason why I have given this topic for you. Clear? Understood? Passwordless login online. Nagarjuna asks, vice versa, we can do it. Yes, you need to copy the key from here to there. Okay. General in real time, one machine talk to another machine in background so that this will get this passwordless. Yes, exactly, Dinesh. Very good, Anna. So is it clear? And I've already updated this Linux, this text file into your Google Classroom. What I want you to do is in this holidays to set up what? FTP server. Simple. See here, I'll explain. What is the full form of FTP? File transfer protocol. So I already gave multiple options to do the file transfer using WinSCP, SCPs, right? In AWS transfer family, SFTP also I have taught you. So many varieties, different ways I have taught you. And this is also one of the way. So my students need to know multiple ways. If you go to interview, if you ask any question like how to transfer the files, patafat, you need to give 3 options. Abe, you choose whichever you want. This represent what? That you have more experience and knowledge. If you say, sir, in our WinSCP tool, sir, WinSCP only we use. What WinSCP? Do you have so many things? No. For that reason, so FTP setup, launch a Amazon Linux 2 machine, right? And then what you need to do, client will be FileZilla, Ezilla, FileZilla, right? And then EC2 server has, if you want to set up FTP, you need to install something called VSFTPD. What's the package? VSFTP. So what we need first, you check whether this VSFTP service is installed or not. What is the command? RPM minus QA grep VS. If there is not there, what you need to do? Install it. Where does it will go and sit? etc VSFTPD. Go inside it. And then there is a file called vsftp.conf file. Remember, in real time, whenever you are modifying any file, 1000% best practice is take the backup of the file first. If you corrupt the file, you need to uninstall and reinstall it, everything. I'm telling you. Powerful, important thing. Many students, many juniors in the companies, what they do is, now I have a vsftp.conf file, which is what do you call main file. And you did edit the file and you saved it. And you don't know what you have saved. And if you start the service, it's failed to start. That meaning your conf file got corrupted. Now, how do you do? Hands up. So what you need to do? First good method is take a backup. What's the command to copy? CP. So CP vsftpd conf file to some backup file I put it. And then go inside it. You need to enable all these things, add all these things, add also this thing, add the lines. So I'm putting here, add the lines, all these things lines. If not there, start it and create a FTP. What is the command? You can use user add also. You can use add user also. And then FTP user you are creating on the machine. Password you are setting up and give the permissions. Guys, why I'm putting this project, the small project, mini project type, because whatever the commands that we have used before learn, we are using all these things here. Did we use mkdir? We have used ch1. We have used ch mode. Remember? Ch mode, you're changing the permissions. Here, you're changing the groups, ownership, right? And then install something called firewall inside the machine. And then there is the commands, run it. And then what you do lastly, open which one? FileZilla, host name, you need to put host is the public IP you need to put, right? And then password, I mean username. What's the username? FTP user password, your whatever you want to put, and then port number. FTP using which port number? You can use 20 also, 21 also. Both are okay. 21, and then hit enter. You'll be able to connect it and transfer the files. Will you able to do this? Hmm? Fantastic. Online clear, Nana. So what I'm doing is I'm uploading this latest linux.txt file in your Google Classroom. Please download this, open it, practice. I want before you coming to next Friday to the class, you should be expert on Linux, whatever I have taught you. Okay. Hmm? Online, okay, Nana? So with this, we have completed Linux. Happy? Whatever I have promised, I have delivered. Right? Good. Kalyani, okay. Kalyani, you are admin. So did we cover most of the things? Dinesh, just last week, Saturday, you have told one project, AWS. You have shown me, right? Please help me to send the total step document. Okay. Send me the email. Don't worry. What I do is, migrations. Okay. You remember that. Okay. So as you're all my previous students, guys, how many are the new students for me here online? Can you put it in the chat, please? Me, put me. New students. Oh, they're quite new. Few. Okay. So that project will not be understood by these new people. But one day, let's focus more on DevOps. On one day, I'll inform you that maybe one day on Saturdays or Sundays, right? I'll take a special class for you and I'll teach you that migration 7 hours concept. And also, if I say new things, everyone. So there is also, for our previous 530 batch, I did a project, three-tier project, three-tier architecture project. So that includes right from load balancer to RDS, right from Route 53. On top, Route 53, if required, CloudFront also, if required, Route 53, right, all the VPCs inside it, load balancers, web servers, right? And then also, I told you, I taught you only external load balancer. I didn't say internal load balancer. In this project, we'll create internal load balancers and application servers. We'll talk into the RDS. So this full-fledged three-tier architecture project is also said. I mean, yeah, I taught them to the previous batch. But when time permits, we'll do this. Okay. If not, after the class also, after this DevOps also, one day I'll just announce, you can just come and then we'll learn. Okay, don't worry. Yes. Okay. So when is your next class? Next Friday. Exactly next week, this Friday at 7:30 p.m. Okay. So guys, can you get the final CC for today, please? Online CC with smile. And I'll be missing you these 7 days. My passion is to teach. In these 7 days, I don't know what I'll be doing it. So, but I'll be not relax. I'll be working on your projects and all to make you good thing, to give you good things. And please travel very safe. I know you might be driving, so please travel very safe. And right, go back to your house, home, keep interact with all your friends and families, relatives. Enjoy these days. And yes, please wear mask and avoid the crowd places, right? And in these days, I will not be telling you to do a lot of practice, but in these 7 days, at least allocate 2 days, right? At least allocate 2 days, few couple of hours, so that whatever that you have learned, please do the practice. Okay, Nana? Fantastic. Yeah, we'll do that. See that once. CC sir, thank you for effort to make the concept easy. Yes, the concepts are easy. Okay, Nana? So even though Linux is in more classes, generally I made it very interactive and then made all the concepts clear. So please practice. Until you practice, it will be like this. So please practice. Practice makes man perfect. Okay, fantastic. And let's connect next Friday this time. Until then, take care. Have a nice day. Have a nice festival and then vacation. And please be in touch with the telegrams and then Google Classroom. So I'll be updating there anything if I find something there. Okay. So thank you, Nana. Let's meet next week, Friday. Good night. Take care. We don't have any WhatsApp group for any kind of group. Did the Telegram created for you? Okay, I'll ask the admin to create the Telegram also meanwhile, but please be in Google Classroom. Google Classroom is there. So if you are not there in Google Classroom, please ask admin to add it. Okay, take care guys. Good night.